Hiya, it's Mandy-Jane from Imagination Crafts. Hiya, how are you? So I'm a little bit late. It just suddenly went, what's your password? I didn't know what password to get the phone out. So I don't know a password. So we're here anyway. How are you? Hope everyone's okay and having a lovely day. I'm just trying to get you up live, so if I can follow your comments, I will. But I'm trying to get it on. My phone won't work. There we go. Sorry about that. Right then, I should be able to see your comments then. Right, I have my glasses on then. Right then, so nice. I thought I'd have a bit of relaxing time today. So I'm just going to play with a little sort of journal page. It's a very quick one. I thought it's nice if you've not tried any sort of art journal before. I know the lovely Emma Blake's been on with the journals. I know Beverly has as well. They've been really lovely journal pages. Find something quick because as soon as I finish this, I'm actually car's loaded. I'm ready to go straight in the car up to Peterborough. So yeah, it was a sort of a short notice. So I've got to go to Peterborough straight after this. I'm all packed up, ready to go. So we're going to play a little bit journaling. So I'm going to use some texture paste, and use some paint, some ink sprays, some stamps. I'm going to heat emboss the outside because I can't find my archival. So there you go. So I'll take you down now and we'll get started. So excuse me, I bang the camera around. Okay, hold on. Whoops, she says. Let's get it right. Oh, my thing's not straight again. There we go. All right then. Hope you can see that. That's why I can't see it on my phone at the moment. But hi, Angela. Thanks for joining me. There you go. Right. I'm just waiting for it to come on my phone so I can see that actually you can see it. Okay. Oh dear. That's me last minute again, you see. Right, are we straight? There we go. I think it's straight enough for you to see anyway. But hello everyone. Hello Karen. Hiya Pat. Thanks for joining me. Right then, so today I thought we'd play with some bits and bobs. So first of all, how to create my journal. I work onto fabric. So I keep fabric scraps. I'm trying to find a bigger piece of fabric, but I can't. I found this earlier on. What I tend to do is I either cut squares of any sort of fabric. I like to use furnishing fabric, any fabric you got, or I will cut rectangles. I'll show you the rectangle in a minute. So either way, though, by cutting this scrap fabric, we can create a fabric journal. And it's a really nice surface to work on, and it's something. We tend to have things, even if it's old clothes, you can take up the tip that are too bad to go down to a charity shop. Look at the fabric, cut the fabric up, keep it as pages, especially denim and things like that. It's amazing. So here's a square, and what I would do with squares, I cut several squares out and I would stitch them together to form a little book. So you can see this is one I've used previously in a demo. Can't remember when, it was a long time ago. So what I've done is I get the gesso out, okay, and I just, excuse my big bottle of gesso, because I've only got one brush up all my brushes are packed, so I'm working with one brush. I'm going solo. I've lost my towel. Hold on. Oh, there it is under there. I'm painting my jig. Can't go in about my painting my jig. So all I do then is I get the fabric and you paint it with gesso. Okay. So depending, it could be, if it's a plain fabric, you can get away with less coats. If it's a pattern fabric, if it's nice thick gesso, you're going to get away with 2 coats. But I literally just paint it over. So I've already put 1 coat onto this, and this is the 2nd coat. So give this a quick dry in a minute. So you literally just paint it all over. You do it both sides. You can use both sides then. We just do it on the one. Okay. And then just give that a quick dry. And what happens is this will stiffen the fabric, will prime the surface, so we've got a nice fabric. And a lot of the time, if you get a fabric that's got a sort of a pattern in it or a raised area, they're brilliant because you get instant texture in the background. That's why I love it. Hey Caroline. There we go. So give that a quick dry and show you how we build up the layers. So again, cut into squares or into oblongs. For squares, I just stitch down the side to create my binding. If it's oblongs, I'll lay them out, stitch down a centre, so I form a little booklet that way. Okay. I just love to work onto scrap fabrics. There we go. So I'll just put that paint in the water. That's dry enough. So if you can see now, this actually you can see how sort of, it's not bending, you know, it's sort of quite stiff now, this fabric, and it's quite, by putting the gesso on. So you can add as many layers you like. 2 for me is enough on mine. Okay, so what we do next then, once that's dry, is I'm using Texture of Africa. I just fancied using my Texture of Africa stuff. So I've got a long one for you, and I'll show you in a minute. But what you're going to do then, we're going to start adding our background texture. Now I just want this tree part really on here. So I've just got some texture paste. I'm using a structure paste. And then you're just going to start, like you would on the normal canvas or card, just put your paste, sorry, through your stencil. Sorry, I've got a very dry throat now. And that's going to create our first layer on our background. Okay, so you're just going to build a design you want across your page. Okay, there you go. That's it. I just love doing these fabric journals, and you can add to the fabric journals by just stitching more pages on. I'm making a signature and add in some string around or thread and put another layer through. So we're just going to create our layers. So I'm just taking off the excess, put it back on my plate. Okay, so you won't be able to see much there, but you're going to start building your design. Okay, let me get a bit of something else on here. Oops. And then on my other piece then I've added some splats. This is on my stencil. So we're just adding some interest to the back now. Okay, so I'm just adding on until I'm happy. I keep building up. Add that on as well. Okay, and so build your design until you're happy. But there you go. So it's really, really simple to start your page off. You can see there. Okay, so you've got your nice little paste going on. I'm just going to scrape this off. I need to clean it as I'm going because I haven't got any water up here apart from my paintbrushes. There we go. I'm just going to give that a quick wipe so it doesn't stick, because we need these stencils afterwards. Okay. Be careful with the thinner areas of any stencil you're working on. Just be gentle. You don't want to break any of your in-between bits. There we go. There we go. So they're ready to go. So if I bring in the piece I'm working on, I'm going to move that. So this is the piece. So this is the oblong. Okay. So if I turn this over, show you the back, all I've done is taken oblongs of fabric. Yeah. I've made a little booklet. I've stitched down the centre here on my sewing machine just to create my pages. That's all I've done, and gessoed. This one's only got 1 coat of gesso on it, but I always do a 2nd coat before I do it. So on this one, I've got 2 coats of gesso. I've added my background detail from my stencil. I'm going to bring it up so you can see it. So I've added my background design with the stencil. But what I've also done with this, I've taken some transparent paste. So I'm using the ones I use. You know, I use the Cadence range, but any glue gel formula. And what you're doing now is I'm taking some and I'm painting over some of the areas because I want to protect them and keep them as they are. Now I could have used the gel as my layer and had it so that I'm protecting the colour underneath. I wanted lots and lots of depth, so I wanted to put my paste down first. Okay, so wherever you paint the gel, okay, that is going to protect that colour, and we'll be able to wipe the colour off as we go. I want to be able to keep wiping it down. So I'm just going to quickly dry those little areas there, and then we'll get some spraying done. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use some of my, let's have a look, I'm going to use, let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to use yellow, what have I got here? Yellow, orange, I've got red somewhere, oh, dark orange, I don't know about that one yet, and red. I'm going to use red as well, I think. So I want to keep it sort of really reddy and orangey yellowy colours. Okay, I'll just pop this on. Hiya Ali. Hi Sharon, how are you? That's all dry now. Okay, so I've got myself some, I'm going to put some of this in underneath because I'm going to do some spraying. And everyone knows how messy I am when I'm working with sprays. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I think, with, ooh, maybe I might start with a red. What do you think? I think we'll go red, if I can find my red again. Yep, so I've got red here. And I got a mixed media ink sprays. So I'm just going to make sure my spray is working. It's a new one, so I'm going to pump it. There we go, it's working. And I've got a water spray to hand as well, so just got a plain water spray there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I think I'll start this end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some red. Oh, look at that colour, isn't that gorgeous? Spray some red. Yep, and then I'm going to add some water. I love the way it goes over here as well. If you don't want as much colour, don't forget, just wipe it back. That's fine. Just wipe it off because it's gesso. I love the way it's going to blend into the background, so I don't mind it being there because it's all going to be one colour by the end anyway. Okay. So I like to mix and things as I go along. And that's why I've always got my damp baby wipes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tip the red forward, and then I'm going to tip it backwards. And when I'm happy with that, I'm going to dry. Okay, so we're going to dry this as we go along. Okay, I do want to put a little bit of towel just underneath my page. Oops, just put a little bit of towel underneath my page. So I'm going to dry that because I'm happy where that is. Okay, but you see where I've got the white here? Because I put the gel on it, it really wipes off easily, so I can keep these areas clean where I want the paste. There we go. So I'm going to dry that. They've dried really, really quickly. Okay. And then I'm going to go on with the yellow, and I'm going to repeat that then on the other side. Okay. So I'm just going to start my spray off because it's a new one. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to start here now. So I'm going along to the next section. I'm going to add a little bit of water. And again, I'm going to tip it. I want to get some of that cut, and then I'm going to tip it back. And then the yellow will go into the red to form a lovely warm colour. Okay, again I'm going to just take that off those areas because I want that nice and clean. Okay, and I'm going to dry that as well. Look how rich those colours are. I love an ink spray. So I'm going to dry that. This hand here, I'm going to wipe that back a little bit. There we go. I love the way you can play with ink sprays because they're water activated. You can keep playing with them. There we go. I love the build up of the colours. There we go. Make sure that's dry. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on the other side. I'm going to turn it because I'm all right-handed. You should guess that by now. I'm so right-handed. It's embarrassing. So now I go back with the red. Oops, I just knocked it over. Here we go. So again, I'm going back with the red here. What I might do is just protect it a little bit here. Save me wiping it all off again. And I'm going to head towards that way. Here we go. So add a little bit of water. There we go. I'm going to wipe back where I don't want as much on it. Go back, flip. There we go. Because we gessoed, like I said, we can. Okay. And where I put the glue gel, you can wipe it all down if you want to. Okay. So again, I'm going to tip it the one way and then tip it back. Because I don't want it to go any further than that. It's as far as I want it. I'm just leaving it onto the paper a little bit there just to catch the extra drips. Okay. I'm going to dry that. Clean up the bits where I want it cleaned. Again, I'm keeping my bits I want clean. And this is why I love putting the glue gel on it, because I can clean. I might leave a little bit on that one, I think, and blend it in. It's so easy to do. I love it. There we go. clean as we go. Now I'm going to go back in with the yellow again to build our depth and tone on that. Okay. So we're going in with the yellow, so I'm coming down here with the yellow. Okay. And again, tipping it forward and tipping it back. So there we get this nice blend of colours going on there. Okay. There you go. There you go. What I tend to do when I finish mine is I let it completely dry, because it doesn't come off on your hand or anything. And then I will, you can coat it with a little bit of varnish if you want to. And I tend to leave mine, but you can coat it with a little bit of a spray varnish, and that will protect it. I say spray if you don't want to really move them around once you're happy with them. Okay. There we go. So lovely pools of colour on this now. You see a bear drinking a cup of tea? Oh, point it out to me. I'm missing this one. Point it out. This one here. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. I see, I don't seal mine though. I tend to leave mine as they are. There we go. There you go, so that's dry now. So you can see we've got this lovely, I'll put it the right way now, for me anyway. So you can see, oops, how we're building our colour now. And I actually think I'll build the colours up, and then I will, what have I got there? Oh, I've got a dark brown as well, it says. And I might flick a little bit of orange later on. But I want to, I think I need a bit more yellow, don't you? I think I need more yellow coming down here. Yeah, I want more yellow there. Sorry, I'm going to go back into this again. Again, it's all personal. Taste how much colour you like. There you go. So I'm just going to dry that. I want it stronger on that side. There we go. There we go. What I'm going to do next then is I've got a lovely stamp I'm going to use, an elephant stamp now. Now, I can't find my archival. I normally stamp on with archival. I haven't got the archival, so what I'm going to use is VersaFine and some heat embossing powder. So I use a black VersaFine and some clear powder, because I can't find my archival anywhere. I said I would use archival to do this. So there you go. So it's lovely. Bring it up now, lovely colours here in this now. So I'm going to use, I got this, it's hard for you to see actually, but it's an elephant and the baby. It's just a little highlight of them really. So I'm going to use that with the black ink. You'll see it better when the ink's on it. I have to heat emboss this. So we've got this lovely stamp. I haven't used this particular design before, so I really wanted to use this one. I've used all the others, this one I haven't used yet. But can you see that lovely? Cute, isn't it? Now we're working on canvas, so I'm not going to worry if I don't get a pristine image, because I got canvas and I got texture. Okay, and I think I want him sort of there. So I'm going to stand up for this. I'll never get enough pressure on. Again, working on canvas. Whenever you're working onto fabric, make sure you really press it down well, but I'm not going to worry if it's not perfect. Hey, there you go. Okay, so you've got our stamped image, and now I've got a piece of paper. I did remember to get one. Piece of paper and some clear embossing powder, so I can set that then. Okay, and it may go on to the other bits. We don't mind if you get a little bit. It may go on to the ink because it's not completely dry. There you go. So I've got clear embossing powder onto my elephant stamp. Put that to one side a minute. There you go. Just going to heat emboss that, so I've got nice lines to work in there, and it's going to be set onto my canvas. I do find it quite relaxing when you're doing these, especially when it's with scrap fabric. Let's just get that on there. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use, I've got something called Delano Grey and a warm brown to colour my elephants with now. I'm only giving it a quick wash of colour. I'm not going for anything realistic, I'm just going for a wash of colour. The elephants are never just grey. When you look at them, they're like a warm grey, so it's got brown in them as well. But, oh, he's lovely. Hiccup, sorry. Oh dear. Right then, so I'm just going to get my paint palette up here. Put that in the water. So I've got sort of a grey and a warm brown. Okay, so it's the grey, a soft grey and a warm brown. So I'm just going to pop that onto my plate a little bit. I don't need a lot. And we're just going to use some water with these now. These are multi-surface paint, and I'm going to use some water because I only want to use it as a wash. Okay, would you? So let's see what we do. I only want to wash. So I'm just going to colour in now. And I'm only doing a wash, you know, so we're just doing a really quick wash. The embossed lines help it resist the paint. Okay, so I'll give it a quick wash over with this bit of grey, and then I'm going to add in a little bit of warm brown as well. It's funny because when you look at things, you know, you always think, oh, elephants are grey, but they're not when you look at them. They're like a browny grey, aren't they? Let's try and soften that out a bit on the edge. Don't want that there. Soften him out. Just water, some grey water. There we go. So I'm just going to carry on colouring him in. And then the baby. It's so cute, isn't it? There we go. I just think they sit so well against the orange and yellows with your ink sprays. Or you could do it with your lovely with your oxides and things as well. There you go. So we're just painting that up. Again, very, very nice, quick and easy. Okay. Whoops. Paint up some yellow here now. This will be blending into it. It's becoming a little bit. There we go. I'm painting on top of with water. Don't forget they're still water reactive, so you can blend the colours in there as well. I'm going to add a little bit of tiny bit of warm brown. And this just makes it look more very sort of a realistic colour. Okay, so there we go. Never be afraid to experiment with your colours. Nature's never just one colour, it's a mixture of colours. Yeah. So we're just going to have a bit more brown on there. Let's blend that in a little bit. There, so I'm just popping it just here and there over, and then mixing it in with the grey again. There you go. So I'm just, hope you can see the colour. A little bit of the brown, put some shade in, and I'm just going to blend it in with some more grey. There we go. So it looks lovely. Soft colour in then. Oops, I haven't done down here. I'm going to get down here because that would be shading. I'm just going to mix it in a little bit more grey. There you go. I think we could do a little bit more around there. There you go. How does that look? Okay. Again, very, very quick. You can take your time doing this, but so if I lift that up now, you can see, excuse me, you've got this sort of a brown and grey look to it, but look how quick and easy it is. Just give it a colour wash. That's all you're doing. Really, 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 really easy and fun to do with a little bit of watered down paint. Just going to give that a quick dry. Yeah. Hi Emma, hi Annalise, hi Brenda, hi Teresa. There you go. I just love the way it's just sat there. I mean, I could, I don't know, should I not? Maybe put some highlights around here. Not sure about that. I quite like it the way it is. That seems silly. I quite like the tree just as it is, but that's just, you know, that's just me, I suppose. So we've got them now. We've got some little stamps. Oh, I'll show you this. So I've taken a load of little background stamps from the set. I'm just going to really scatter them around. So we've got some script. We've got some little broken inky bubbles here, slats of ink. We've got dots here, and we've got some drippage there. So maybe I'll start with a little script in the background. I'll just get... my blocks are so messy. It's about time I cleaned them. And I got to think which way up it is. It is that way. That's okay. So I'll be stamping with my VersaFine because I can't find the other one. So I'm going to have to leave it wet. I'm not going to... might put powder on afterwards. I really think I just want to get some little bits here and there. I don't really want it full. Oh, my paper's still got. Here we go. So I'm just going to take a little bit of ink off that. I don't want it that dark on there. And then I'm just going to, normally I take it off my hands and do it, you know, and just do little bits here and there, you know, just the middle of a stamp or a bit of the stamp. You know, I'm trying to keep my hands relatively clean before I go away. She says. You're never happy, not I'm like, I get paint everywhere in my hands. So here we go. So I'm just going to, again, take that off because I don't want that. I want more of a second and third generation stamping on. And actually, I'm going to take it off the stamp. I can't do that. I've got to do it the way I normally do it. So I'm just going to roll bits here and there. Okay. This is the way I like to do it. I'm sure you're all the same. I just like to add little bits on here and there in the middle of a stamp so I don't get hard edges from the edge of it. And then I think we'll add in some, I think we should have some splats, shouldn't we? I'll have to do it on the block. That's a bit too small for my hands. Okay. Hi, Linda. So I've just got this lovely little ink sign. There's a big block. I don't know where my small ones are. I'm sorry, I don't know. I just haven't got a clue. And then I just want to add in, let me just put that in there. It's just some of these splats here and there. I just think they just look really cool in the background. Can't beat an ink splat, can you? You just can't beat an good old ink splat somewhere. You know? So I'm just going to place them here and there really around the pages. You see how that's building up now in the background? I think I got this drip one. Let's have a look at this one now. One of the sort of stamps I know I got, but I haven't really used it. Oh, isn't that lovely? So I like all this drippy bits going on. So I think I have that here. I think I will have that there. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Yep, I like that. And maybe I'll use a softer one. Maybe here. Let's give it a push and have a look. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Then I think we should have some dots, just dots here and there. This one's just sort of a dotty one. It's just tiny little dots, splats of the ink on ink one there, which I think is cool. I think I will. I don't want that full. I think we'll do that a second. It's a little second generation part then. No, I think we'll finish that with something else. I think I may just pop a couple around here and there. I'm not going for it with these ones. I really just want this to be, I might have some coming out there. There we go. A little bit, that's fine. And what I want to do is I want to do something harder down the edges to reframe it. So I do like that drippy one, it's good. Don't know why I haven't used that before. Don't ask, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, oh my god, I like these sort of cut ring marks, you know. Sort of thing that kids put on your furniture when you're away and having a party somewhere. But I really want something down the edges to frame it. And I think I use this part of the zebra stripe. I think I will. So I'm just going to see what I can use down there. Bear with a moment. I did put some black gesso out somewhere. You know what? It's alright. I got some black paint. We'll get some black paint. So I'm going to get a little bit of black paint. Because I haven't got much with me today. There we go. So I've got some black paint. And I'll do a little bit of my cut and use foam. I'm just digging around for everything because I've packed it all to go. Oh, you want to see the colour of my hands? I hope that comes off by tomorrow. Look at it. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Right, so I'm going to use the black, a little bit of black paint. But I'm really going to take it off, you know, because I don't want big blobs of it going through my stencil. And I can use the edge of this. It's a sort of it is a zebra stripe, I think, tiger zebra. I think I'll just use it. I'd much rather use my stencil brush for this, but I pack them away. This will be fine. So I'm just, can you see, giving it a little bit of a border now. I like to give things borders. I don't know. I always think it sort of edges it, finishes it off a bit more. Just a little bit. Yeah, like that. Just a little bit. More paint. Get across my dots this time. So I'm just pouncing that through. Just, I'm sorry it's wobbling on the camera. I really am. I want to use my brush. I found a little brush. This will do. It's much easier. Okay. So again, going down this side here, I'm just going to add some of the stencil down this side. Okay, and I'm going to add it down here. There we go. I just wish I'd visited these places. I've never been. Never been. I've been to Africa. Never been a safari. I don't do bugs, see. that's my whole worry, is I don't do bugs. Or they love me, but I don't get on very well with them. I'm scared of spiders. Give you all my secrets now. I'm scared of spiders. So I don't think I'll be much good in the jungle. Imagine me on never why did you get me out of here thing? Not the celebrity one. Oh dear. I'd be absolutely useless. Because certain food, lots of foods I won't eat. I'm not fussy, I just don't like a lot of foods. Unless it's sugar, it's got cake on it. So there we go. So we've got that as our design, ongoing design. But again, I like to darken my edge as well. So I'm just going to take these pieces out now. I think I'm alright there. I'm going to use, let's see if I can use this. Yeah, I've got a little bit of paint on there. So I'm going to go around my edges to form my frame. On this one, I think I like this around the edges. Just a little bit of paint, that's all you need. A little bit of paint or ink. I'm going to move that as well now. So I can get in there. Again, I haven't added any more paint onto the sponge. I'm just using what's on there. I'll move all these away now so you can see what's going on. Okay, so I'm just, there we go, literally creating a little edge, so it all creates that sort of nice little atmosphere going on all the way around. Okay, again, some of it is really quick and easy to do. Let's see if I'm getting in that bit. Whoops, he says. I'll leave that bit. There we go. There you go. Again, quick little page. Oh, I was going to put Africa on it, wasn't I? I was going to put Africa. I was just going to put a word across it. I don't know. What do you think? Should I just put Africa there? As it's my page. Yeah, I think I will. Go for it. Let's go for it, is it? Let's go for it. So I'm going to get a little bit of paint. A little bit of tissue. It isn't my favourite brush. It's not a very soft brush. This is more for when we're working onto hard surfaces. I use this for my furniture. I cut a brush down and I use it for the edge of the furniture. But we're going to do it here. There we go. A little bit more paint. I should have my distress paste. They would be ideal for this, but they're away somewhere. They're nice and soft and they blend so quick and easy. This blends lovely as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think so. I think that'll do. There we go. How's that looking? There you go. Just something really sort of quick and easy. Wanted to. And if you wanted to add more, do you know what I could do with a bit of red? Come out, a bit of red paint. A bit of red. Hold on. Bear with. I just got to have a bit of red on there. I think. I just think it needs a pop of colour. So let's try this red. Let me see if I can find another brush. I think I can. We'll do it with this one. We'll see. I think it needs a pop of red. Oh, yes, I think it needs a pop of red. So I'm just going to add on. Now this is really red. This is a nice crimson red. I just think it, yeah, I think it just needs a pop of red here and there. Even if it's just a couple of splatters. I just think it needs that little bit of lift. I think the red, yeah, I think the red does the lift for me there. I think that's what I needed. Yeah. I'm going to do it the other way now, this stencil. Yeah. If in doubt, add red. Oh yes, I think it needed the red. It was just looking too black and white, so we needed the pops of colour in it. Plus it brings out the oranges and the yellows in the other parts. So I do think if I can lay that up again. Let's see. Yeah, that's close enough. There's paste there. I'll just close enough. A little pop of red down there, I think, as well. Yes. And a few splats, she says. There, see, it just lifts it, doesn't it? It gives it a bit more. Even those little tiny bits here and there, I think that is what it needed. And I'm even going to put the red on top of the orange, just as a, yeah, I like that. Okay. And I'm going to put, put a little bit here as well, just a tiny bit. I may have a little bit of paint on there. Oops. Get that bit off. Get that little bit off there, I don't want that. Yay. But there you go. So, I think, no, I think I could do a little bit there as well. Yeah, okay. Bear with. Bear with, I'm creating. I could be here all day. Yeah, I think so. Here we go. And maybe sort of a little bit on the edge there, as though it's popping out behind. Just that little bit. There you go. I think that's better now. I'm brushing away. There you go. Yeah, it's right, Karen. I think it needed a red, didn't it? You know, but the red really pulls out the colours everywhere. I know it's very quick, a quick page for you, but I do think it's probably upside down for you, isn't it? Is it that way? Is the elephant not the right way now? There you go. So again, nice and easy though, using your scrap fabric. That's all it was pieces of fabric that I used before, you know, that have been, this is furnishing fabric. If you go into your haberdashers or one of these big, place like Dunelm and place like that, they have these scraps at the end of the counter in bags, and it's like a couple of meters for, you know, £1 or something like that. And that's why I tend to get it, especially it's furnishing fabric. I love it when it's a furnishing fabrics. And that is all I've done. But there you go, lovely pops, a rich colour, lovely little stamp. Again, all that is just a few stamps and a bit of paste on there. Thank you, Lou. It did need the red, didn't it? You know, do you know what? I'd actually be tempted. It's going to sound really mad now. I'd actually be tempted to put a bit of bright blue on it as well. That isn't to hand. I know I haven't got bright blue here, but I did have the red. But yeah, no, I think a touch of bright blue on there would look really nice as well. Or maybe some... I might splatter some blue on it later on. I really might splatter some blue on it later on. But I got another one in here. I did this a long time ago. I actually did this on a live for our page, but that's a different, get a different version. But the same sort of technique really, but that time I used scrap paper underneath. And I've used, obviously, created circles, and I've painted them, and we splattered on the back. So I'd probably add in, you know, as you can see, I do like bright colours. But I've got lots more pages to create, and yeah, I think I was going to put some blue on that one. I'll let you, if I do, I will add it on, but yeah, I think blue would be nice. But they're cute, aren't they? So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to bring the camera back up now. I'll bring it up on the, oh, I've just knocked something else over. I'm just knocking everything over, excuse me, I've just washed my hair. So yeah, so there you go, I'll see it in the popper now. There you go. Again, really, really easy to do. I like a bit of white space as well. But I love the way that the inks combine to give you that lovely little stamp. But I do think it's still, I might put a pop of blue on it, see. I really think a pop of turquoise on there, bright turquoisey blue would look nice. Just here and there, splats. Oh well, we'll see. we'll see. But yeah, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, quick way of using that scrap fabric. Make your own little albums. So all I've done is stitched it together, and then just keep creating until, and then if you want another one, I'd stitch another one of these together. I mean, I've only got 3 pages. I would stitch another one together, and then what I do is I create signatures. So I'd have this as a signature, as they call it, little book within a, you know, little books, and then I'd have another one, and then pop some elastic around there and form a hardboard cover. I'm meant to make a hardboard cover, and then you can just slip in another piece of elastic, and you can slip in each signature. Then I love doing things like this. But there you go. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. You've got a lovely live, haven't you, at 7 tonight as well? Don't forget that. Okay. I won't be able to watch that one. I'm gonna I'm heading straight to the studio now to set up for tomorrow morning. So I now got a 4.5 hour drive ahead of me. So that was nice and relaxed, and thank you very much for letting me do that for you. But have a great day. Have a fantastic week. I will see you next Thursday. Hopefully you can join me then. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I'm like, I'll do it on the morning. I can never make a decision. I just can't make decisions. You see, I need someone to tell me what to do. And when I got to make my own decision, it takes me hours. So hope you have a go. Get some old fabric out. Get a bit of gesso. Get your stamps out. Get your inks out. Get your paints out. You know, whatever you've got there. So get your oxides out. Get, you know, if you haven't got the paint range I use, then use your oxides. Use your other sprays. Just get it on, then have a go. It really is fun to do. And remember, if it's only a scrap piece of fabric, what do you do afterwards? You seal it. What you can do is, if you've got a water-based one like this and it reacts with water, seal it with a quick coat of spray varnish, and then gesso over it, and then it's back to square one again, and you get a nice white. Okay. Thanks ever so much, then. Take care. I will see you soon. Bye.